Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I would like to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh. I want to say double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Hey, peace and love to the hopeful elect, to the men out here pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth, in truth and sincerity. All right, peace and love to the 1/3 remnant, which go back to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob lineage, which are the 12 tribes, okay, of Israel. I am the Akiyah Matazah, coming to you with a little quick little hit. Hey, man, as you can see on the screen, it's a mass brace for possible federal government shutdown, okay? As you can see on the screen, it's a mass braces for possible federal Salakia. Mass braces for possible federal government shutdown on September the 30th. Look, it says mass government layout coming if government shutdown happens. Look, hey, it's going down, man. And I got just a couple of little precepts. I'm gonna let this little clip play, and Lord willing, you sincerely be edified. Check it out.
The federal government is heading toward another shutdown. Right now, the money to pay the nation's bills is set to run out September 30th. That's Tuesday. Going down to the wire has become standard operating procedure, regardless of which political party is in charge. NBC 10's John Maroney joins us live from Boston with a look at the potential impact here at home. John, good evening.
Good evening, Glenn. There are about 25,000 civilian federal employees here in Massachusetts. Some of them, they could be furloughed or even laid off as a result of this budget impasse.
I was impressed by how well it's kept up here.
The Bunker Hill Monument, an important stop on the Freedom Trail, managed by non-essential employees of the National Park Service. It would likely close in the event of a government shutdown.
Politicians go up there, they get paid by certain lobby groups to do things that the billionaires want, not what the people want.
The U.S. government will run out of money next Tuesday if Democratic members of the Senate and President Trump can't reach a budget deal. Federal employees would take the biggest hit, with essential ones still having to work without a salary.
I feel like both politicians, both parties, we just kind of come together and be unified as a country, take ownership, and be there for the people.
The White House is telling federal agencies to prepare for mass firings. Some say the president is looking to reshape the federal workforce to reflect his priorities.
Well, this is all caused by the Democrats.
6 months ago, Democrats supported a spending bill to keep the government open. This time, not so much.
In a shutdown, American families would be hurt in ways they almost have never been.
The JFK Library and Museum is a federally owned building. It would close down, offering a real-life lesson in politics for those venturing out to Columbia Point.
I think that responsible leaders reach across the aisle, as we're right near the Ed Kennedy Senate Institute there, as he, personified reaching across the aisle, and you solve these differences.
We spoke with a lot of people today, and not one of them blamed a single party for the situation that the country finds itself.
You see what's going on? Okay, let me go grab this precept right quick. Oh, hey, it's going down. Romans 13 and 11. Cause see, hey, it says, and that knowing the time that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. How is our salvation nearer than when we believe? Okay, look at what the government's doing. This is the real shutdown. They had a shutdown 5 years ago in 2020. Hey, that was just to see how everybody gonna comply. And guess what? Majority of the people complied. Everybody took that old juicy juice and, hey, they feeling the effects. Hey, He coming down, man. Okay, and that's why I say, hey, it's a high time to wake out of sleep. If you ain't seeing it now, hey, I bet you seeing it now. You know, I mean, if you ain't see it then, I bet you seeing it now. Okay, look, NLT said this is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. This like it's so late. That's why I say, like, if you already have a relationship with Yahweh Shai, hey man, look, you're gonna be one of the ones that get caught in the net first, because you didn't ever put your, you know, just plant the right seed. Okay, to I mean, you didn't plant your seed in good ground. Okay, just like how it says in Matthew 13 and what's that? Matthew 13 and what's that? Matthew 13 and 13. It says, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing and see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. Okay, NLT said, this is why I use these parables. See, that's why Yahweh Shai was like saying this to the prophets and saying this to the gathering of the other people, of the other people. Okay, he said, this is why I use these parables. For they look, but they don't really see. They hear, but they don't really listen or understand. And that's who? That's talking about the 2/3, man. And this is red letter Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay. Verse 14 NLT, it said, this fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah that says, when you hear what I say, you will not understand. When you see what I do, you would not comprehend. Look, for the hearts of these people are hardened, and their ears cannot hear, and they have closed their eyes, so their eyes cannot see, and their ears cannot hear. See that? And that's how our people are. Like, their minds, the word for heart, go back to the Hebrew word lav, which means your mind. Okay, their mind is hardened, just like how the Lord hardened Pharaoh's mind and wouldn't let our people go in the Torah, in the book of Moses. Okay, it's the same thing today, like with our people, like their minds are hardened and their ears cannot hear, and they have closed their eyes. That's why they can't see that. Look, that's why they seeing now, and guess what? It's gonna be too late. They ain't seeking the Lord early while He may be found. Okay, and that's why it led me to this point, this Matthew 13, because when I woke up a few minutes ago, I just remember the last thing I heard in my subconscious before I opened my eyes was Matthew 13 and 14. And I was like, man, what is that? So I had went to it, and that's why I went on, to the YouTube channel, and I seen that, this government shutdown coming in a couple of days, and it's gonna be on the high holy day when it comes. So these are signs of the Lord right now. Okay, but hey, that's why I say, hey, what the Lord say, for they look but they don't really see. Like, man, you can't see that this shit over with. Okay, like, this shit is really over with. Like, you ain't got your mind wrapped around these scriptures. First and foremost, Yahweh Shem Shai and His word. And that's why, hey, we got to be rooted, and we got to be planting these our seeds on good ground. Okay, reading on, it says, this fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah that says, when you hear what I say, you will not understand. When you see what I do, you will not comprehend. For the hearts of these people are hardened, and their ears cannot hear. Okay, and they have closed their eyes, so they cannot see, and their ears cannot hear, and their hearts, meaning mind, remember, mind cannot understand, and they cannot turn to me and let me heal them. You see? Hey, and like, look, how has we been healed? Okay, let me go to Psalms 119:9, it said, wherewithal, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way. Woman too. Not just man, woman too. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed according to thy word. Look, it said, with my whole heart, meaning mine, have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in my heart, in my mind, that I might not sin against thee. Okay? See, that's why our people, like they don't they can't hear and they can't see because they not taking heed to thy word, man. You know, like Joshua said, hey, meditate day and night. You have to be reading, you have to be studying, you have to be taking notes, you have to apply what you're reading and studying and the notes that you're taking. You have to apply it once you hear it, and once you see it and you hear it, then you write down, certain little things that's good for you in your walk, whoever, everybody, we have a different walk, and you have to apply it. And don't worry about falling, because that's what the Lord, when you weak, the Lord said, hey, that's when his power work. And that's why people, like, they be, they don't want to suffer. Okay? They don't want to suffer for this word. And that's what we all suffering. Look what I just showed. This is suffering right here. Look, this is suffering. This is Salaki. Look, this is the suffering.
The government is heading toward another shutdown.
Another shutdown. We ain't had a shutdown since 2020.
September 30th. That's Tuesday. Going down to the wire has become standard operating procedure, regardless of which political party is in charge. NBC 10's John Maroney joins us live from Boston with a look at the potential impact here at home. John, good evening.
Good evening, Glenn. There are about 25,000 civilian federal employees here in Massachusetts. Some of them, they could be furloughed or even laid off as a result of this budget impasse.
I was impressed by how well it's kept up here.
The Bunker Hill Monument, an important stop on the Freedom Trail, managed by non-essential employees of the National Park Service. It would likely close in the event of a government shutdown.
Politicians go up there, they get paid by certain lobby groups to do things that the billionaires want, not what the people want.
The U.S. government will run out of money next Tuesday if Democratic members of the Senate and President Trump can't reach a budget deal.
You see that? Run out of money, man. Okay? And what did it say? Riches not profit in a day of wrath, man. Okay, but that's why we got to clean ourselves up with this word, man. Because look, guess what's going on? This is the beginning of sorrow. This is Jacob's trouble. Okay, this is Jacob's trouble. They already got the troops coming to different cities. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming near you, wherever you at. Achium and Aquaf, it's coming towards you. So that's why we have to take heed to this word. Okay, we have to obey these commandments, man. We have to do what is written. This is our full duty. This is our job, to stay locked into the scriptures, man, until the Lord bring us home. Okay? And that's why when you roll back into Matthew 13, it's going into how your the people minds are hardened and their ears cannot hear, and they have closed their eyes so their eyes cannot see, and their ears cannot hear, and their hearts cannot understand. Their mind can't understand what the fuck going on. Because look, they've been taught by the precepts of men. Okay? And like, we have true teachers, and they are a great millstone. Okay? Start with the Apostle Tahar and Apostle Ramlad and Gabar and Rakar, and on down to the elders and the teachers and the new believers in the faith, like myself. Hey, we coming in the same spirit. Okay? And that's why I say, man, hey, Yahweh Shai is healing us through this word daily, strengthening us. Okay? Verse 16, it said, but blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. I tell you the truth, many prophets and righteous people long to see what you see, but they didn't see it, and they long to hear what you didn't hear, what you hear, but they didn't hear it. Okay, and they're just showing you right there that that's going into reincarnation. See, now the prophets and the righteous men, they seeing these things. You know, they understanding these things now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, hey, you have to have true teachers that's gonna lead you into, the truth. Okay, and that's why our people hearts are hardened, because they talk about the precepts of men. And like I say, when you talk about the precepts of men, like, you won't even understand what the fuck is going on. And it's a massive braces for a possible federal government shutdown, and you have our people still out here trying to do any and everything and trying to do whatever just to keep this world going and not seeking Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And I have one more precept, and what's that? Jeremiah 24:7. Okay, because it's going into, like, the good and bad figs. Okay, and it's, if you know the story, it's going into Zedekiah, how he rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, and he didn't listen to the prophet Jeremiah. And look, this is Jeremiah 24:3. It says, "Then said the Lord unto me, Yahweh, then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, what seest thou, Jeremiah? And Jeremiah said, I said, figs, the good figs, the very good, and the evil, very evil, that cannot be eaten, they are so evil. And again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came to me, saying, thus said the Lord Yahweh, the God of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I sent out of this place in the land of the Chaldeans, which Babylon, for their good." Look, the Lord sent us there for our good, so we can cry back up onto him, man. All right? Because we was just fucked up. Still to this day, fucked up. That's why the Lord coming back for them good figs. Verse 5, it said, "For I would set my eyes upon them for good, and I would bring them again to this land, and I would build them and not pull them down, and I would plant them and not pluck them up. And I would give them a heart, meaning mine, to know me, that I am the Lord Yahweh. And they shall be my people, and I will be their God, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart, their whole mind." Okay, and that's what we doing right now. Look, a part of coming back to the Lord, returning to with your whole mind, look, it's going to be being occupied in prophecy, watching for the times. Look, letting Yahweh Shema Shai heal us, through this word, cleansing us, getting that dirt from the world, man, up off us, man, so we can get ready and go through this troubling that, that we have to go through. Like it says in Daniel chapter 12, a time like no other, man. And this is a time like no other. Another shutdown. We already see how March 2020. You seen how that is. How much more this one? This is that time like no other, man. They just said what?
Paid by certain lobby groups to do things that the billionaires want, not what the people want.
The U.S. government will run out of money next Tuesday.
The U.S. government will run out of money next Tuesday, man. So what the fuck we gonna have? Digital currencies. Okay, and it's all gonna lead up to what? To the MOTB, to the juicy juice, to you getting that implantable thing in your system. Okay, so hey, we have to man, continue to watch. Okay, because like I say, hey, it's a lot going on, and we just have to stay rooted and grounded in Yahweh Shem Shai, man. But hey, the point is that the Lord, he giving us minds that recognize him as our power. Okay. And like the elect is turned to the Lord. Whoever the elect is, Lord willing, me and mine be a part, of that number, and you, sincere Auckland and Aqua, this listen, whoever received it, hey, you'll be a part of it too. Okay? But hey, like I say, we can't be like these bad figs. We gotta be like the good figs. Okay? And that's, and for the story, like I say, in Jeremiah 24:8, hey, and like it said, and as the evil figs which cannot be eaten, they are so evil, surely thus saith the Lord Yahweh. So I will give Zedekiah the king of Judah and his princes and the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land, and them that dwell in the land of Egypt, and I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse in all the places where I driven them. And I will send the sword, the famine, the pestilence among them, till they be consumed from out the land. Then I give unto them and to their fathers. Okay? So look, hey, look, like I said, NLT, verse 8, but the bad fears, the Lord said, represent King Zedekiah. Just like we have to make sure that, hey, we be part of the good fears. Okay? And being part of the good fears is what? Being occupied in prophecy. Letting the word cleanse us, taking heed to this word so that we can be clean. Seeing this, like I said, what in Matthew 13? What it say in Matthew 13? Hey, like the Lord said, blessed is your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. That's gonna be the elect right there, man. Because look, we see government shutdown, no more money. The other people in the world, the 2/3, they don't see it. So that was the point, man. Hey, bless all your eyes because they see, and bless all your ears because they hear. Okay? And we got to hold on to what we have right now. We got to stay strong, stay firm in the faith, and just continue to just hold on to what we have, man. Let no man take thy crown. All right, so that was the point right there. I pray and hope that you, sincerely, whoever received it, was edified in the spirit. So with that, I would like to give all honor and all glory and power to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bahashim. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and love to the hopeful elect. Peace and love to the 1/3 remnant. Hey, to the next time, Yahweh Ratazah. Hey, Shalom.